What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Liv Spilled Tea. If you're new here,
welcome to Thunderdome, bitch.
I'm Liv, and I'm super excited to have you guys here today. You might notice that things look a little different. You might even be thinking to yourself, damn, Liv is looking like a whole damn snack today. Damn! And if you follow me on Facebook, you probably know that's because I got some new gear. I'm super excited about it, and really it's the only reason I look this good. That and because we're doing a fashion video today, I thought I'd wear one of my designer pieces made by one of my very good friends, Vlada Strange. It's super cute. I'll give you a full look of it later, but yeah. So those are really the only reasons I look good though, is lighting, new camera, and you know, cool threads. Other than that, a lot of makeup.
Men don't like nostrils. You want to look like a pterodactyl. Men love pterodactyls.
Anyway, I'm just super excited about my new equipment, and I think it was much needed. If you guys are interested in what gear I use, I will be putting links in the description of this video to every piece of equipment.
Get in, loser, we're going shopping.
Without any further ado, let's get into today's tea. So I've been requested to do some reviews for the ready-to-wear lines coming up this fall and winter season. Now guys, men, fellas,
Listen, Linda.
I know we're talking about fashion and that might seem a little boring to you, but some of y'all need some help, okay? What you need to do is be open-minded, okay? Be open-minded, all right? And we're going to take in what we hear. We're going to absorb it, okay? And then we're going to apply it, okay? Y'all need some help. Y'all need some help. Let me help you, okay?
Help me help you.
Now that we got that out of the way, I've pulled some clips from some of the world's top designer ready-to-wear collections. The fall and winter couture shows for this year haven't happened yet, but they are right around the corner, so I will be doing another video review soon. So I want to kind of rank these fashion shows, and I want to rate them based on 5 different aspects. 1, stage design. 2, presentation. 3, overall apparel design. 4, models. And 5, hair and makeup. We're gonna start with my least favorite and work our way to the top of my list, absolute favorite of this season.
That's a great idea. I'm with that.
Before we get into this, I want to put out this disclaimer. I did not, do not, nor do I plan on going to fashion school. I'm not a designer. Everything I say in this video is just based on my opinion and personal taste. I have nothing but absolute respect and admiration for every single one of these designers. I'm just a stupid girl with an opinion.
You're stupid.
So let's start this off. Coming in at the bottom of my list, Louis Vuitton. Okay, before you guys crucify me, just hold on, bear with me. You're gonna see what I mean when you see what I mean.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Let's talk about the first aspect of our ranking, stage design. I love this stage. It's so classy and well thought out. I love that the choir are all dressed to the nines, full costumes, full hair, full makeup. I love also how they lit the choir from like behind and below. And I also like this sort of screen that they placed over the choir to give it an overall more vintage look and feel, just to the choir alone. The choir looks completely differently lit and styled and everything than the models. So I find that to be really awesome. Now, due to copyrights, I can't play you the actual audio when the choir's singing, but trust me, it's epic. I will actually put the Vogue link in the video description so you guys can watch any of these fashion shows in their entirety. So stage design and this choir both get a 10. But I feel like there is a lack of creativity when it comes to the actual runway. It's very simple, very basic. So I'm gonna give this presentation a 6. out of 10. Okay, so now let's get into the actual clothing designs. Yeah. Okay, so I think it's pretty easy to see why I hate this. I thought oversized multicolored ski jackets were a thing of the 80s and 90s, and I honestly was hoping that they would stay there because it's where they belong. I mean, hey, if you want to look like Zach from Saved by the Bell, you do you, sis. But just know that I am silently judging you. So also these giant ruffled dresses or skirts, I think they're dresses. I'm not sure how I feel about them. They can look kind of good, but then they can look really weird. Okay, so I really like this gold accented one. The top of this is beautiful. The lines are absolutely perfect. But as you can see, that skirt part just kind of flails all over the place. It seems like it doesn't matter if you're taking big steps or little steps or gentle steps or hard steps. That shit is just flying all over the place. Like, oh my God. God. Okay. Sorry. I mean, watching that skirt made me just want, I don't know, it got me in the mood for something. Boy, they're really trying to sell us on this whole ugly jacket thing. Okay, another thing I find questionable. Why are some of these models carrying around those cheap makeup cases we all used to have when we were in middle school? Okay, so I mean, obviously this is a designer piece and it's far from cheap, and I'm sure it's a very high quality made makeup case. But anyway, I just can't imagine going shopping and like throwing this thing up on the counter, opening it and pulling my wallet out. Maybe it's because I already associate this with makeup, but also at the same time, it just doesn't seem very practical.
What the hell's up with that big ass purse?
Okay, so I love this leather trench coat with the fur collar. I'm actually loving this whole look. It's retro without being tacky. We're here for it, sis. This look, however, has me like,
What the fuck are you wearing?
the colors are clashing. There's too many textures and textiles going on. I mean, I like the coat, but other than that, it's like a silk shirt with a leather jacket with the fur and the pants. And I don't know what material those pants are, but it looks like that windbreaker material that goes when you walk.
Oh! Yeah! Ew! What the fuck?
Okay, so let's talk about this one. So I like the individual pieces of this outfit. I love the white oversized coat. The sequin like tiger stripe skirt is so fierce. The shoes are fire. Accessories are dope. Would I put them all together in an outfit?
Oh hell no!
I'm sorry, this is just like, why? Why would you put these things together? Okay, so I feel like this is the one look out of the entire show that I am in love with. The lines are so clean. The silhouette is gorgeous. There isn't too much going on in the outfit. There's not too much textiles. There's, you know, not so many patterns going on that your eyes don't know what to focus on. And I also feel like this is a piece that if someone walked into a room, you would know that that is a Louis Vuitton piece, you know? So I was actually kind of digging this look at first until I realized that this top looks like they just cut off the front of a men's dress vest. I don't get it. Like, why? Why? Okay, so this look actually reminds me of the main character from that movie Time Machine. Wait. Is she wearing a Blue Angels flight suit? Oh, okay. Yeah. And now we have matadors, you know, par for the course. Funny story, I have actually modeled a similar jacket to this from my good friend Peter over at Shrine of Hollywood. If you guys aren't familiar with his designs, they're gorgeous, epic. He is known for having these like metallic, very intricate patterns, and is kind of also known for having kind of culturally inspired designs. And although I do feel like this jacket screams, again, like I'm a Louis Vuitton piece, I also feel like this, along with the other pieces that we've seen, kind of more or less belong in a Halloween collection.
Oh, no, she didn't. Oh, yes, she did. No, she didn't. Yes, she did. No, she did. Yes, she did, Peter. I just saw it.
Okay, so just think about it. We got a space businesswoman, a time traveler, straight up a Blue Angel, and matadors.
You look stupid. Everyone else thinks you look stupid. God thinks you look stupid. Stop it.
So that brings us to our next ranking score, which is overall apparel design. I think compared to all of the other fall collections that we're going to be reviewing today, this line leaves a lot to be desired. This particular collection seems to be trying to push bringing back fashions from the dead.
It's alive. Oh, it's alive. It's alive. It's alive. It's alive.
And honestly, some of these things were never really fashionable to begin with.
Got him.
One of my biggest pieces of advice for this season, please do not buy an oversized multicolored ski jacket. They're ugly as fuck, okay? No.
Fuck no, baby.
I guess the upside of this is if you are into these kind of jackets, you can pretty much go to any thrift store in the country right now and pick up like 10 of these and boom, you're in style. At least according to Louis Vuitton standards. They did have one or two looks that I thought were pretty solid that I really wish they would have expanded on, because then they might have had a chance at being some decent competition for the other collections this season. I'm rating their overall apparel design 4 out of 10. Now let's get into models. I want to start by saying that models play a huge role in fashion shows. Not just because they're wearing the clothes, but they're essentially selling the clothes. And I don't know if you've ever worked in sales or tried to sell anything in your life.
You're gonna love my nuts.
But I can imagine that would be pretty hard to do, especially if you couldn't really talk to people. So a lot of people don't know this, but designers spend months looking for models. And it's not because they're on short supply. They not only have to make sure that the clothing fits the model exactly like a glove, but they have to make sure that it's the right model for that piece. Their walk, their facial expressions, the way they carry themselves, these are all crucial factors when choosing a model to walk a piece down the runway. And I'm gonna be honest, not a lot of these models stood out to me. The only one that really stood out to me at all was the model in the black leather trench coat with the fur collar. I feel like that outfit fit her really well and she really worked it and owned it. So that's really the only model that stood out to me. Even the model that was wearing what was my favorite outfit of the entire collection, which was the black pinstripe suit, I just didn't get a lot from her. She didn't sell it to me. The clothes kind of sold that to me a little bit, but I honestly think that's because it was so different from the other things that were in the collection. So my ranking for the models would be a 5 out of 10.
Are you kidding me? That is insultingly low?
Which brings us to hair and makeup. It's important as a makeup artist working a fashion show to keep things minimal, fast, and perfect every time. Consistency is key. I always planned and designed my makeup looks ahead of time, and I made sure that the makeup complemented the pieces but didn't distract from them. I think the makeup here was pretty solid. It's pretty much a smoky eye with a nude lip, which is a pretty basic thing for fashion shows. However, there's a lack of creativity here. I think that there's a way to be creative and also be minimal at the same time. The hair was kind of bleh, so I'm giving hair and makeup a score of 6 out of 10. So Louis Vuitton got a total score of 31, which is pretty sad because I was honestly hoping for better.
I was rooting for you! We were all rooting for you!
Let's move on to the next designer in my list.